All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And this time, oh boy, we are diving headfirst into a story that is absolutely dominating the headlines right now. I mean, we're talking potential government shutdown.
Right before the holidays.
Right before the holidays, talk about a Grinch move.
Yeah.
So Congress is battling it out over this spending bill. And, to make things even spicier, we've got President-elect Trump.
Right.
And VP-elect Vance.
Adding fuel to the fire.
Adding fuel to the fire, yeah. They're not exactly making things easy, are they?
Not at all.
And to really get the full picture, we've got a whole stack of articles here. We've got WDSU, the New York Post, the Australian Associated Press, and today we're going to cover it all.
We're going deep.
We're going deep, exactly. So the big question is, will this whole mess actually throw everyone's holiday plans into chaos?
That's the question, isn't it?
That's what we're here to find out. So first things first, let's get to the heart of this spending bill. What's it all about?
Well, WDSU is reporting that it was introduced by House Speaker Mike Johnson, and the goal is to keep the government funded all the way through March 14th, 2025. Now, that's a pretty long time.
It is.
And we're talking big bucks here, over $100 billion just for disaster relief.
Right.
And another $10 billion specifically for farmers. I mean, at first glance, doesn't this seem like pretty crucial funding?
It does. It does. But I think it's important to look beyond just the big numbers, because $10 billion for farmers sounds like a lot, right?
Yeah.
But when you consider all the challenges they've been facing lately, we're talking trade disputes, natural disasters, it might not actually be enough to really cover all of their losses.
That's a good point.
And then there's the disaster relief funding. It's essential, no doubt. But there's always that debate about how it gets divided up, which areas get prioritized, how it's all managed.
That's right.
It gets complicated. Okay, so that's the bill itself. Now let's bring in Trump and Vance into the picture, right?
Let's do it.
Because they're really urging Republicans to just completely reject this bill, calling it, and I'm quoting here, full of Democrat giveaways.
Oh, boy.
They are not holding back.
Not at all.
They're really pushing for this showdown.
Yeah.
And what's going on here?
Well, we got to remember, Trump has always been a big advocate for keeping government spending in check.
Fiscal conservatism, right?
Exactly, yeah. Reducing that spending. So he sees a lot of the programs and the initiatives in this bill as just wasteful. And he's basically saying, Republicans need to be tough, draw a line in the sand. Don't give in to the Democrats. It's a tactic, right? He's trying to force them to reshape this bill to fit his agenda.
Okay, so if this bill fails,
right,
if they don't reach a deal, what are the real-world consequences?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Because both the Australian and Today are suggesting we're right on the edge of a government shutdown. And they're putting the blame squarely on Trump.
Interesting. And, the Associated Press is highlighting the Biden administration's concerns about how this will impact everyday Americans.
Right.
Especially with the holidays right around the corner. This isn't just about politics anymore. A shutdown means things get real. We're talking delayed government services, furloughed workers, a whole wave of economic uncertainty. Think about it. Travel disruptions, maybe even delays in benefit payments. Businesses that rely on holiday spending take a hit.
It's a ripple effect.
It is. It is. It's a big deal.
I'm seeing some pretty strong language in these articles.
Oh, yeah.
The New York Post straight up says, Trump torpedoes government spending bill.
Wow.
And then Today is painting this picture of chaos back to Washington. It feels very dramatic.
It does.
Like high-stakes drama.
And then to add to the drama, Today reporting that Trump is actually working with Elon Musk.
What?
Yeah, to try and kill this bipartisan deal.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, I mean, Musk is known for shaking things up. So maybe he's using his influence to push for some specific cuts. Or maybe he's got some policy changes in mind. Who knows?
It's like throwing another wild card into the mix.
Exactly.
So, okay, we've got this critical spending bill completely stuck in this political gridlock, a potential government shutdown hanging over everyone's heads, and now Elon Musk's in the mix. What does this mean for our listeners?
Well, what it means is that the decisions happening in Washington, they have real consequences for everyone, especially during a time like the holidays. Will people be able to travel?
Right.
Will essential services keep running? This political fight could actually disrupt your holiday plans and the economy as a whole. It's that serious.
It is. Okay, so to our listeners, here's a question for you. Given how divided things are right now, How likely do you think a last-minute compromise is?
That's the question.
And with the holidays so close, how do you think all of this uncertainty will affect people's confidence, their willingness to spend money?
Good question.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on the news, folks, because this story is far from over. And we'll be back soon to break it all down.
Sounds good.
Until then.
See ya.
Take care.